Hello, Trendy Thrift Shop. I am back on live again. I missed yesterday's show. I had to take care of some doctor's appointments. Since I got back on like 4 days ago, I've been telling myself that I'm going to go live every day during the holidays to see if I can get some of this stuff sold. So, if anybody's watching on YouTube, let me know. Thanks for joining, Trendy. I appreciate you. I have buy it now items and I have auction items. And I'm just going to run things at random unless somebody puts in a request. If you want to put in a request, you can do so. Of course, now that I've gone live, my kitty cat, Kelsa, is going crazy. Happens every time. But I'm just going to, I'm going to flow with it, right? Go with the flow right now. We'll see how she does. If not, I'll have to put her in a temporary bedroom timeout. And I did not pre-advertise this, so I just had it scheduled for 7. Well, I'm going to go move the cat while I'm waiting for people to come in. Here you go, kitty. You're going to have to stay here until Mommy shows over, okay? Okay. Well, I apologize for that. Had to go take care of the kitty cat. I don't think anybody's in here yet. I think Trendy was in and out in 5 seconds. So if there's anything anybody wants to see, just let me know. If you're watching me on YouTube, hello. It may not be a good night to go. It's already 7 here Pacific time, 10 o'clock East Coast time, and there's been a lot of shows that have been running all day. So I think people are kind of whatnot tired tonight. I usually do Sunday shows now that I've come back to whatnot. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, sometimes 2 shows on a Sunday. Hello, whoever's there on YouTube, welcome. If you want to buy anything from the show, you need to scan that QR code. Go over to the Whatnot app, install it if you're not already there, and it'll give you $15 free credit. But only if you haven't already installed it in the past. If you're not a Whatnot member and you're signing up there for the first time, they'll give you the $15 spending credit. I'm going to wait till 7 o'clock here and see if we can get people to come in. I'll start running everything. Oh, I forgot to turn on my spinner. Yeah, sadly they don't let me film this horizontally, so I can only film it with my cell phone vertically. So it doesn't really give me a wide view of everything that I have. Like I have a bunch of necklaces, but they're like way over here. And then there's a bunch of stuff way over here. So if you want to see what I have, just go to the catalog. Just click the store icon and go to the auction category, the auction tab, and go to buy it now. Hey, 7 people in YouTube. Thank you. Feel free to scan that QR code and sign up to Whatnot and get a free $15 on Whatnot. And you can use it in any show, my show or anybody else's show. If you're already subscribed to or you're a member of Whatnot, you won't be able to qualify for the $15 free credit. But if Whatnot is new to you, it's an online auction site where they have live auctions. And you can get things very inexpensively. They're still building their following over there. It's doing very well. It's a multi-billion-dollar company already, but it's going to be a while before it's as big as some of these others. But it has the advantage because it has the online live auctions. It's a community-based app. Everybody, friends everybody, follows everybody, supports everybody. The sellers, even the buyers, everybody's like a tight-knit group. And there's people from all over the world that are watching. But people that are in the YouTube side of it, you won't be able to buy anything unless you go over to the Whatnot app. So This was sort of a last minute pop-up just to see, since I didn't schedule the show ahead of time. I don't have any bookmarks. We will see how I do live. I did a few test lives a couple of Sundays ago. I actually sold a few items here and there in the test lives. But my goal is to get at least, $10 a day out of this. And I missed yesterday, so we have to make up for me being off the air on yesterday. Come on, Whatnot, you got to put me out there. Whatnot doesn't put you out on the home page, then it's kind of hard for people to know that you're on the air unless they've saved the show, bookmarked the show in advance, and I just put it up a few minutes ago. But I'll give it a try. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. At least you guys that are on the YouTube side can scan that code and get your app set up in your cell phone and participate, even if it's a future show. But at least you guys will be set up. The credits don't expire, so if you're new and you want the $15 free spending money, those credits will not expire. So you don't need to use them tonight if you sign up tonight. You can use them whenever you want. Well, I'm watching both chats at the same time. Thank you for all those that are coming in on the YouTube side. If you haven't already heard me make the speech, go scan that QR code that's in the top right-hand corner of your screen and sign up to the Whatnot app. It's a live selling app where there's live auctions and live buy it now items. You just need to sign yourself up. They will ask you for payment information even if you don't buy anything, just so they've got you in the system. Once you sign up, there'll be a free $15 spending credit to spend any way you want. My show, anybody else's show. There are thousands of people on here, so it doesn't have to be me. And the $15 credits do not expire. And I'll be able to tell after a show. I'll be able to go look at my app and I'll be able to see like how many people signed up. And you're not required to buy anything. You can just watch and enjoy the show if you'd like. If you want to get involved and you want to get some free stuff, then I would sign up. Hi, Tina. Nice to see you again. I'm back on the air. Got everything in the Buy It Now and the auction tab. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. I haven't run anything yet. I was just waiting for people to come in. Hi, John. How are you? Everything's in the auction or Buy It Now tab. Let me know if you want to see anything up close or you would like me to start running the auctions. I'll put you in the front of the line. We're also broadcasting this at the same time to my YouTube channel at April Davis PI. So make sure you're following me there. Feel free to answer the poll at the top screen. You should see it at the top of your screen. That's where I'm seeing it. Are you subscribed to my YouTube channel, yes or no? It's funny, lately I've been doing this. I get a lot more people that come over to join the show on YouTube on the multicast. I can also multicast it to Facebook, but I don't think people that are following me on Facebook are following like my online selling platforms. And a lot of those people don't follow my YouTube channel, so I haven't multicasted any of these shows yet to Facebook. Only to YouTube, just to kind of practice and see how it works. Let me know if there's anything you want me to run and I'll start running the items. I do need to talk to someone who's been in here a while, because the items used to be able, you could set the timer for 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, or you could also set it for sudden death. But my timer on my auctions, in fact, let me go to one. Like, I'll go to the pirate coins. There we go. It's going to let me start it at 10 seconds. Fantastic. It's saying that required time is 30 seconds now. I don't know why. These are 3 pirate coins. And I'm going to start the auction. I don't think they are real. If they are, someone's going to be rich. But here are some pirate coins. 10 seconds. That goes fast, doesn't it? You know, there was a guy doing a show today, and his goal was to sell 2,000 items, and he almost made it. He was up around the 1,400 mark, I believe. He was on for 14 hours. And he was running everything sudden death. And I thought, you know, sudden death at 5 seconds, that's not giving people enough time to bid. So I'm wondering if he lost some money on his items because he was running them at 5 seconds sudden death. But hey, who am I to tell him what to do? This guy is he's super successful. But I thought that was interesting, 5 second sudden death rather than yeah, it keeps asking me for every one, how do I want to set the time? And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to set it every time. This is a Zodiac Aquarius pendant. Let's start her. These retail for $58 on Amazon, and nobody seems to have the Aquarius one. And we're just going to keep going. Yeah, we'll hit 30 seconds. So that'll give us a little bit more time for me to get in front of the screen, since there's only one of me to do this. Here's the Bold Elements necklace. The description is in the description under each item. So if you need to see weight, links, clasped together in the back, just look at the actual item. I'm going to run each one for 30 seconds to give you guys time to research. However, if there's nobody here on the Whatnot side, then it doesn't really help me to run the item. So let me pin a buy it now item. I'm going to pin the gold. And we have 3 of these. These are gold bars, 0.999 fine gold from Benchmark. You know, I would hate to think that people are not going to get the good deals here, and I'm just going to have to sell these on my other platforms at, you know, higher prices than what they would go during a Whatnot auction. Whatnot auctions are the best place to get discounts, especially if someone like myself has been off the app for a while and lost most of their following. So, hey, my little bunny came out. Hi, bunny. Isn't she a cutie? This is her here with her kitty. So cute. Well, I'm not seeing anybody coming in tonight. I've had quite a few people come in on the multicast side of it, but no, not too many people are coming in on the Whatnot side. I may just have to, wrap it up. I can't get people to come in. Hey, bunny. Hey, bunny. Do you want to be shown? Do you want people to see you? There you are. Hey, bunny. Say hello. You have a YouTube audience, but you don't have a Whatnot audience. Look at that. If you want to see more of her, you got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah, she has her own playlist. Yes, she does. Hey, bunny. Yeah. How are you? Yeah, don't get into my wires. I don't want you eating the wires during the show. It's called spicy hay. Yeah, we don't want her in the spicy hay. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jestrin. Yeah, she likes spicy hay. I have to hide it every night or she will eat right through it in seconds. She's wiped out my DVD player, my LaMetric YouTube clock. I was able to fix the clock by getting a new cord, but I wasn't able to replace the DVD player. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wiped out a TV antenna, a DVD player, and a LaMetric clock, and it was one other item all in one night. And I was like, ah, what did you do? Yeah, she is the cutest. But she's a feral bunny. She was in the Mar Vista Horde, and she was in a shelter in a small cage, and she was on the kill list. I saved her from that, but she does not like to be picked up, and she very rarely likes to be touched. So she's not a cuddly bunny. But I love her to the moon and back. Her little nudges are so sweet. Well, we got to get people here on the Whatnot side, because without that, without people signed up to the Whatnot app, they're not getting their free $15, and I can't show anything. It's hard for me to, pin an item if there's nobody in here. Let me pin this. I'll pin another product. The Jessica Simpson hat. They retail for $30, but you can get one on here for $5. And if you're not signed up to YouTube and you sign up with my QR code, that hat will be free, except for the small postage fee that the app will charge you. Just let me know if there's anything anybody wants to see. I'm not going to stay on here long tonight. And I'm also not going to leave this up on YouTube if we don't get any action in this particular show. Got to get people to come over. Boy, this must be a bad night. There was people that were on, like I said, there was some guy that was on today. His goal was to sell 2,000 items, and he got on at like 7 in the morning East Coast time, 4 a.m. West Coast time, and he went for 14 hours and 14 minutes. And somewhere after the 1400 mark, he and his assistant just like, they'd had enough. I mean, they needed to go lay down and hydrate, and they just looked beat to heck and back. But you know what? I give the guy kudos, give him a thumbs up for that. Like, that was amazing. He wanted to clear 2,000 items out of the store like in one day. And he made it to like somewhere between 14 and 1,500. Like, and then finally just, I'm sure he was running out of breath and running out of things to talk about. I don't know if he was multicasting it, but he has a huge Whatnot following, so there is a way to be successful on here, but you just have to keep plugging away. Yeah, I know, Karen. Wow is right. Like, I couldn't believe it. And his motivation is that he has some family coming in from Philly for Thanksgiving, and his guest room was so full that he doesn't have any place for them to sleep. And he doesn't want his family staying at a hotel. So he told his assistant, we just need to get everything in that room like listed and out of here. And he figured that the show would take about 20 hours to sell the 2,000 items. but he was running them at sudden death with only 5 seconds on the clock. And so I think he could have actually got a lot more money per item had he had a longer, you know, clock time. I understand that he wanted to do the sudden death so that there wouldn't be extra time, because when you're not on sudden death and you're bidding, anybody that bids, it places an extra 10 seconds on the clock. But if you run your item sudden death, it's just whatever it is. And he was running the clock at 5 seconds, so he would mention the item. And I'd look down and the clock would already be at like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and then boom, it was gone. And it was like, you know, he's going to be packing a lot of $1 to $2 items. And he's got to pay his assistant, his taxes, his inventory, his shipping supplies. Like, you know, he may have sold over 1,400 items, but, you know, how much money did he actually make? I'm sure he'll do a YouTube video on it. It'll be interesting to hear his final numbers. But I was like, dude, like, you know, people want to buy your stuff. He does a lot of garage sales, estate sales, so he had like everything. Like in any category you could imagine, he had. People could just yell out at the chat and say, hey, can you run shoes? Can you run bags? Can you run jewelry? And he had it. But it was just going, the clock was going so fast because it was just like next, 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 next. And people were like, hey, dude, slow down. You got to hydrate. You got to eat. You got to sit down. And he was on his feet like for 14 hours. I don't know how he did it. Hey, Heather Marie, thanks for coming. Please look in the store and look under the auction and the buy it now. If there's anything you want me to run, I'll be happy to do so. I haven't had that many people on the Whatnot side tonight. Most of my viewers are in on the YouTube side. So if you're here and you want to see something, you'll probably win it. It'll be yours. Just let me know what you want to see. I think I've got about 50 items in between the buy it now and the auction tab. Mostly jewelry, but there are a few other things, a few stray coins, and there's a little bit of gold bars here. And there's a couple of very rare men's products. And most everything is, you know, a couple bucks, $5, $10. I do have the 2 items for the men's, the Playboy Club of London token and the Navajo signed sterling silver and gold watch tips. But everything else is pretty much, oh, and there's that piece of jade. There's the jade dragon. I forgot about that. There's the jade dragon. But everything else is just, you know, affordable, you know, $2, $3, $5 items. And there's no competition in here tonight because I'm only getting like 2 or 3 people at a time on the Whatnot side. There's a lot more people in the YouTube chat than on the Whatnot side of it. So, oh, the souvenir coin. Let me show it to you. This is someone on the YouTube side. These actually they actually sell per worth point $400 online. This is actually a keychain. It was a token, and then they turned it into a keychain, and it's in this little holder here. But the keychain part is missing, and I looked them up online, and you can get those off of like Amazon for $5 or $6. So I'm thinking that somebody's probably going to buy it to resell it. Which coins? Do you mean the pirate coins? And by the way, the incense connoisseur, if you're not signed up to Whatnot, please scan that QR code and you'll get $15 off if you've never signed up before. I have the 3 pirate coins and they're all together. I sold one of these the other day, another one that was in this set. There was 4 of them originally, and I sold one for $25. So the other 3 are just, it's a $5 bid. Then there's a couple other coins in here. There's a 1900 and a 1920. This is the 1920 British coin. And then there is a 19... 1900 French Indochina coin. It's very rare. It's 124 years old. So, and I do sell across all online platforms. This is not the only platform that I sell on. So if you're a member of those platforms, you can always check me out. Um, but you will get the best price here on Whatnot. And if you haven't signed up to them before, you can use my code. They will ask you for your payment information, even if you don't buy anything, just so that it's stored in the app. And then when you buy something, it automatically comes off your card, and they will credit you the $15 if you've never been a member before. But you have to use that QR code. If you just sign up on your own, you won't get the $15. So just a heads up. Oh, you can't use the other app? Why is that, Karen? You can access it by cell phone, both Android and iPhone, and it also works on desktop, laptop computers, and tablets. But you can't bid on anything if you're not like a member. You haven't like signed into the app and set up your account. It'll ask you for your email. And oh well, you don't have to use your phone, Karen. You can do it on a computer or a tablet. But just make sure to use the QR code. If you need me to, I think you can go onto my YouTube main page, and there's the link to Whatnot. If there isn't, I'll send you the link. They also have a really cool link now too. Like if you want to be a seller on there, um, they'll match, like Whatnot will pay you up to $150 in matching sales for your first show. So if you went on the air and you sold, $100 your first show, they would match that and give you 200, that's awesome. They didn't have anything like that when I signed up. I didn't get any like rewards for having my first show. But yeah, of course, you can always hit me up privately, Karen, if you can't sign up to Whatnot. But just trying to get you, the opportunity for the free $15. I mean, you can use an iPad or a Google Chromebook, a laptop, a desktop, or any smartphone. And in fact, if you sign into some of the shows and you see like the giveaways will not work, just so you know, they don't work on a tablet or a computer. They'll only work on a cell phone. And Whatnot has talked about changing that, but they haven't done so. So, like, you are going to sign up and you want to join like the giveaways, and there's free stuff going all day long on all these shows. You won't be able to, click the giveaway entry button if you're not on a phone. And some of the giveaways do not work in other countries just because of the shipping costs that the seller has to pay out of pocket. Because a giveaway is just that, it's a giveaway, it's free. So the seller pays for the shipping on that as well. So it's nice. A lot of people give away like Starbucks cards, Amazon gift cards, things like that. I've won a lot. I've won over 40 times, I think, on various shows. I've won so many gift cards and toys and stickers and stuffed animals you wouldn't believe. But a lot of this stuff I've actually bought. And the most recent thing I bought on Whatnot that was a large lot included these. And the guy didn't even know. He just had like a tray. And it was like, oh, 1 to 2 pounds of Whatnots. And I got it, and there was these sterling silver with 12-karat gold overlay. And I was just like, oh my God. Some lady came in here the other night, and she was like, I'm a professional seller and I go all over the country to buy and sell. And she said, I just sold a pair similar to yours, and I sold them for $650. She said, you're selling those too cheap. But if you don't want to sign up for Whatnot, you could always just, send me an email. If there's anything you'd like, just send an email. But see, Whatnot will take care of your shipping, and it gives you protection, gives me protection and you protection. Hi, Lucky the pizza dog. How are you? Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. I'll be happy to pin it. I have items both on the auction side and the buy it now side. Most everything is just costume jewelry, very inexpensive starting prices. I see a lot of people that are coming in on Whatnot, but they're only there for like a couple of seconds. And it's like, well, how would I even have time to pin the item or run the auction? I'm not quite sure. I know that people bounce from show to show, but I'm not quite sure how somebody comes in and then seconds later they're gone, or if it's just that little red, I call it the disco ball. It's in the top right hand corner of the Whatnot screen. You guys can't see that on the YouTube version, but on the Whatnot side, you can see the little red disco ball. And, it'll change numbers really quick, and then it'll just go down really quick. And it's like, well, how is that person even here long enough to look? I'm surprised the pirate coins haven't gone, because this was originally a set of 4. And some lady, she only wanted 1. And I didn't have a show going at the time, so I just put it up on the marketplace. And she bought it for $25. And now I have the 3 others, and 3 for $5. I figured that would be the first thing out of here. But nope. You never know. A lot of people seem to have interest in the Playboy of London Club token. And there were a few other items, but they already sold. But there's still some really good items in here. There's even a new with tags, J. Crew. Hey, Shay. How are you? If there's anything you want to see, just let me know, and I will pin it for you. I haven't had too many people in here at the same time, so if I start running auctions, they're like, people are already gone. so I appreciate that, Shay Shay. I have things in the auction side and the buy it now. And since the little disco ball just shows 2, that's probably just you and me. So if there's anything you want to see, most of the items are inexpensive. I do have a couple of expensive men's pieces. I have some sterling silver watch tips, and I have a Playboy Club of London keychain token from 1966. And for the women, I think the most expensive item is the Joan Rivers. It's a pearl necklace, but it's actually hand strung, where they put these little knots between the pearls. So it's very detailed craftsmanship. It must have taken a long time to hand make that and put the little knots in, and those go for a lot of money. I was shocked. I mean, I knew that her pieces are designer pieces, and they're not around anymore because she's not around anymore, and that the stuff is very high on the resale market, but I was shocked to see that the pearls go for as much as they do. And these are perfect. They don't even look like they were ever worn. They're not chipped or dented. They're absolutely gorgeous. I don't even know how many pearls are on there, but it's a 120-inch long chain. Well, it's not a chain. It's actually, they're strung together with knots in between. And like I said, those knots were like handmade, but that's 120 inches. So you'd have to layer it several times over your neck, or you'd be walking on it. 120 inches. So just if you folded it in half, that string would be 6 feet tall. Hey, random guy from the internet, this is a Whatnot show. If you'd like to join me, just scan that QR code, sign up for Whatnot, and they'll give you a free $15 credit to spend any way you want. So Whatnot is an online selling platform. It's kind of like eBay or Poshmark or Mercari, except they have live auctions. And they have tremendous cheap starting prices. A lot of auctions start at, on some shows at $1, $2, or $3. But yeah, this is put together with string with these handmade knots. It's gorgeous. And it's got the signature on it. I couldn't believe when I found that. It came out of a Goodwill blue box. And I was just like, oh my God, like I hit the jackpot with that. Those are so nice. I'm going to just pen a product just to have something up on the screen. But yeah, those are so nice. But I have everything in the store, in the buy it now, and also the auction side. So if you haven't figured it out, random guy, I'll be here for a little while longer. You can just scan that QR code in the top right hand corner if you're watching this on YouTube, which obviously you are because I see you in the comment section. And they will ask you for payment information, but they're not going to charge you anything unless you buy something. But if you're a first time signer upper and you sign up using my code, they'll give you free $15 in credits for spending any way that you want it. And then they will charge you the small shipping fee. But Whatnot, they have very inexpensive shipping. They have some sort of a deal with USPS, so you're not paying very much for postage on the app. And me, the seller, we don't see any of the postage. We don't see the property or the sales tax, and we don't see the postage money. That's just handled by the app. Oh wow, picked up a solid silver flat collar type necklace for $2. That's amazing when that happens. That is amazing when something like that gets by. I actually found a Tiffany and Company piece at a Goodwill that was in a jewelry jar. And that same Goodwill, it's part of Southern California stores, they scan everything because all their good stuff, they like pull it out for their online shopgoodwill.com, but sometimes they miss. And I got that Tiffany and Company piece. I think I sold that on eBay. One of my platforms I sold it on. There was also, I think it was a gold chain, and it had some kind of a fake medallion on it, so they thought it was fake. But the chain was real. That came out of a Goodwill jar too, and I was just like, oh my God, I bet they didn't catch this because they saw the fake junky medallion that was, just crap, and they didn't realize that it was on a real legit chain. But hey, I'm not going to use up my voice tonight if I'm not going to get many people to come in on the Whatnot side. And unlike the guy that, was running the 2,000 items today, I only have about 50 items in my show between the buy it now. There are some multiples on the buy it now side. The gold, there's 3 of those. Those are $10 in gold. And there's some stickers. If you buy something like that inexpensive, it kind of reduces your shipping. Oh, I agree. They had staff that did community service there. I don't think they knew what it was. Yes, that often happens. But I know some of the LA Goodwill stores, they're supposed to, before they sell the jewelry, they're supposed to lot it up in bags and send it to their corporate. And then the corporate has some sort of scanner. And if they see silver or gold, they take it and then they send just the remainder back to the store. And the good things go on their online auction site now. Some of these stores even have their own eBay pages now. So it's harder and harder to find good items at a thrift. But if you get the jewelry jars, they don't have the bags in the stores out here, but they have the jars. And every now and then, like, the gold chain and the Tiffany piece, you never know. But it's harder than it used to be just because they do scan everything first at their corporate. Each county has like a corporate location, or each region. There's one in Santa Ana in Orange County, and there's one in LA. One of their big stores over in the Los Feliz area. And they scan everything over there and then send it back to the stores, and then the stores just then dump it into jars, and they sell out immediately. Oh, thank you, Karen. Much love back to you. I appreciate you being such a loyal watcher. That means so much to me. That's true too, random guy from the internet. That is so true. If you watch some of the reselling videos, I have a few. Actually, if you go to the main channel page and click playlists, I think I have a reseller playlist. But it's true that some of the things that they sell have a higher price than if you went to, let's say, Ross or Marshalls or Target or Walmart and bought the same thing new. But they also make a lot of mistakes too. Like I have found several promo things that came from stadiums, from sports teams, or I have found things that were giveaways on an airline. Um, like, oh, if you flew this flight, here's a commemorative whatever. And every now and then there'll be like, oh my God, like I found like a pewter cup, and it was from a United. It was like something they gave out like in the 60s, like in first class. It was like a creamer or a sugar holder. And, people haven't seen those in 50 or 60 years. And one shows up in a thrift shop. Like, how does that happen? Hey, Angel Mom, please look at my buy it now and my auction tab. I've had quite a few people come in, but people are only staying for a minute or two or less. So I'm not really running the things until somebody asks to see it. But I can. Yes, it was old and heavy, random guy. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. The airline cup. I found a Dodger bag that was actually from Dodger Stadium. It was a giveaway on Pride Night, and it was brand new. It was just, one of those free giveies that they give at the stadium. And, that just, I had that, I think, on the bay, and it just went really quick. But the airline things, sometimes purses. I love it when they have the jewelry jars because I'm banking on the fact that they'll make a mistake. They usually don't. Now that they're scanning everything, like these stores are instructed to send all their donations back to the corporate so that they can scan it. They run it over a scanner, but they run it really quick. And then they just bag it back up, send it back to the individual stores, not even necessarily the store that donated it. And then that store gets it back in bags, and then in their back room they put it in the jars, and then they put it up at the counter, and they're usually gone within an hour of them putting them out. Oh, picture frame business. Framed Elton's artwork. Oh, wow. Yeah, that takes some artistic talent to do something like that. But yeah, the Goodwills, they're, like I said, they're like random guy from the internet said that sometimes the prices now at the Goodwills are above retail. It's like, you could go buy this new at Ross or Target, and this is used. Like, are you kidding me? And then, what happens is the stuff doesn't sell. What are they going to do? Redonate it? No. Then some big truck comes and they take it to what's called the crusher. They have these big machines. They used to have that at Bath and Body in Studio City. They had the crusher machine, so people can't get in and do the dumpster dives and take all the returns. And they literally, it crushes it into like a billion little pieces of garbage. But then that has to go into the landfill. So That's sad that, somebody took the time to donate it, then it sat in the store, and then the store's like, okay, we don't have any more room on the shelf, so we're sending this to the crusher. Wow, that's so cool, Karen. That's amazing. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to sell anything tonight with hardly anybody coming in on the whatnot side. And yeah, Karen, if you want to just hit me up, um, the pirate coins are $5 for all three. And then whatever the shipping is to, wherever you are. I don't think it would be very much. They'd probably go in a flat envelope. But they wouldn't just go in a paper envelope. They would go like in a sports card envelope or something. So I could give you the shipping cost off of Pirate Ship or something like that. But yeah, somebody saw, I had 4 of these, and somebody saw one of them. She was actually watching the auction that I bought them in and said, "Hey, when you get this, are you selling it?" And I said, "Well, let me get it and let me go through it." And I did, and then I showed her the coins, and she told me that she didn't want all 4, she just wanted one, and she bought it for $25, and it was the thickest of the 4. That's why I think that these are replicas, the remaining 3. But I was kind of like suspicious of the one that she bought because wonder if it was real. Then it would be like it could be worth 80 to 100 grand. Oh, you know what? I've heard from other people on YouTube, random guy, that can happen. That you sub to a channel and then it unsubs you. So make sure you resub and then you click the little bell icon. I put out a video tonight. It would be under the video tab. It was a premiere. If you didn't see it, it's really important. It's about a missing persons case here in LA that's becoming nationwide. Okay, that might work. But yeah, Karen, if you're still here, my email is in the YouTube channel. It's aprildavispi@gmail. Wow, that's crazy. That I've heard that happen, like, but to big YouTubers where they have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and like in one day they'll be minus 50,000, and they'll be like, "There's no way this many people unsubscribed," and it's just a glitch. I actually got hit with a glitch last night when I was loading a video. Hey, AWAG 2024. I remember you. You bought the turtle, didn't you? That's already been mailed. It's on its way. And you're going to love it. And I threw in a few extra little goodies in the box just to say thank you for being a buyer and a follower here. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff on here, but people are coming in and they're going out. And I've got more people over on the YouTube side watching the multicast. Some of these people come in and then they're gone in like 2 seconds. And it's like, well, that didn't even give me time to run anything or to show you anything. And I've got about 50 items between the auction and the buy it now. So if there's anything you see, you'd probably be the winner because people are just coming and going so quick. Which coins? The pirate coins or the other 2 coins? One's from 1900, one's from 1920. Then the pirate coins, those are, I had 4, now I have 3. But this is the big one. This is the one from 1966. Are you talking about this one? This is the Playboy Club of London 1966 token. And I've seen these come for $400. Do you mean this, the pirate coin? Yeah, okay, well, there's a set of 3 here. And one is kind of copper colored, one is kind of bronze colored, and one is silver. and I have them. Let me run them for you. Let me pen them. There's somebody on YouTube that asked for them as well, but she said if they don't sell tonight on your auction, then let her know. But she needs to get over here and get into the Whatnot show, because if somebody does buy them here tonight, I'm just looking for them so I can pin them. There we go. I'm going to pin it. Yeah, I don't think that they're real. The one lady that bought the other one for $25, she said she was going to make it into a pendant. Yeah, these are not drilled. Now this one is drilled. This coin here is drilled, and this is a real coin. It's a 20-cent piece from France, and it's dated 1900. So yeah, that's amazing. I think I got those coins for like $3 or something. No problem. Like I said, I've got Karen who wants them on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't put junk out, and I do buy the jewelry in big auction lots like Goodwill, shopgoodwill.com and bluebox.com. Okay, I'll be here. I'll be here for a little while longer. Yeah, and if you're still here, Karen, I don't think that you are, but if you are, no one has bought the pirate coins yet. Christy Koo. Hello. And 4, how are you? Let me know if there's anything you want to see, and I'll be happy to run it. I've got buy it nows and auctions. If you want to open up your discounted shipping, just go into the buy it now and buy yourself a sticker or something, or I don't know. I got a bag of sealed Pokemon cards, trick or trade, and that should open up your discounted shipping if you want to buy a jewelry item. My little bronze statue fell over. Yeah, thank you for being here, Karen. Well, I hope AWAG 2024 comes back, because she's going to get a steal. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm going to just put this Great Britain coin up. Boy, sometimes you have to tap the screen so hard it almost knocks the phone over. Yeah, this is crazy. This is a half penny from Great Britain, and it's dated 1920. Amazing. And it's in very good shape. But I don't want to clean it. I don't want to mess it up, because it could be worth a lot of money. So I just sell them as is. We're going to put something else here up on the screen. Yeah, this is, for those of you that are over on YouTube, you can see this. This is a Zodiac necklace. And at first I had a very hard time finding this brand, this AV Max. I had never heard of that brand before. Then I started locating some of these, and they were retailing for $58. But no sites that I came across had this one that's the sign of Aquarius. So if you're an Aquarius, or you know somebody who's an Aquarius, that would be for you. Yeah. I think I have it for, what is it, $10? They are selling for $58, and nobody has Aquarius, so I kind of think that somebody's going to get this online on one of my other platforms. So if you see something that, or you don't see something you saw on the last show, it's either because it's sold or it's sold on another platform. Because I do sell across all platforms, but this is the only platform that I sell live, where you can get the low starting price. And I don't think I remember to put this in the catalog, but this is a signed Leah Sophia ring. That's silver tone. If somebody's interested in that, I'll get a size for you, and I'll add it to the show. I've got so much. I've also got a couple of big boxes of jewelry where it's a big lot if somebody just wants a big lot to go through on a treasure hunt. I only have 2 of those left because those sell fast, especially since I'm selling them across multiple platforms. People like that, just like I like to buy the blue boxes and the shopgoodwill.com boxes, where I get a big bag or a big tray that I got here on Whatnot and ended up with the men's watch dips. Like, that was incredible. And a lot of these items that are under buy it now will have offerability on them as well. So if there's anything you want to see, thanks for answering my question. Whoever just said no, go over and sign up to April Davis PI. You might enjoy some of the videos. I really appreciate everybody that's coming in on the YouTube end as well. Make sure to scan that QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen, and if you're not signed up to Whatnot already, they'll provide you with a free $15 in buyer's credits. And you can use them in anybody's auction. It doesn't just have to be mine. But if you sign up on your own and you don't use somebody's referral code, then you won't get the $15 credit. So that's very important. I'm going to go for a little while longer here. I've also got some very old vintage Trifari pieces. Yeah. One's Trifari and one is Crown Trifari. They're just amazing. These are like from the 60s, I believe. They could be as late as 70s, but I think they're probably from the 1960s. They just don't make jewelry like that anymore. There's no way you're going to buy that kind of costume jewelry in today's market. I like these, though, because this is J. Crew, and this is a basket weave pendant with a chain. It's kind of goldish bronze colored, and it opens, and it's got these little ZZ stones in it. It still has the tags. Brand new. J. Crew is not cheap, and whoever I got this from, the tag where the price is has been cut out. But the UPC code is still there, and a couple of numbers that could be the item numbers, but somebody cut the tag out where the price was. And I wish they didn't, because I cannot find this exact one new online to see what they retail for. Now, some of these items I can tell you, like the Juicy Couture, those probably go for about $65. This is used, and it does have some, wear and tear, but the lock and key are still there and still work. But it's definitely used, so that's why I have it where I have it. I think one of the nicest women's pieces is this Joan Rivers, because it's got the handmade string. They hand knotted it in between each pearl. But what's also cool is I found some origami owl pieces. I got a pendant that's got several charms on it, and then another origami owl sign. It's like the little charm see-through glass. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to sell those together. So if somebody wants to have extra charms, they will. Maybe they could add that to their necklace. Or I'm just going to keep it, because origami owl I like origami owl. I also really like the J. Crew piece, and that's the new with tags. Sometimes the good stuff does slip through when you buy the auction lots. I'll give it a few more minutes if AWAG wants to come back in. She said she was coming back, but I'm not going to be here for very much longer if I don't have anybody coming into the show. I was going to do a show every day for a while, but yesterday I didn't sleep well. I had a medical appointment, and then I ended up showing up at the wrong time, and it had to get rescheduled, so it was a totally wasted day. Hi, Charlie Bird. Hi, Sassy Girl. Thanks for coming. If there's anything you want to see, just let me know and I'll run it for you. I have about 50 items between the auction tab and the buy it now tab. And I did miss yesterday's show due to circumstances beyond my control, but I am here tonight. I was hoping to sell twice as much as I did the last two shows, just to make up for the fact that I missed last night. But there's not a lot of people on here tonight. I was watching a show earlier today that had like hundreds of people in it, and it was going for like 14 hours. I don't know how they did it. But hey, the big YouTubers have like thousands of followers on here. Oh, thanks for following me, Sassy Girl. I'll follow you back as soon as the show's over. Yeah, and I have my prices like really good here. There's a couple expensive men's items that are very rare. They're collectible. And one of the items that I had, some professional seller came in who was familiar with Navajo jewelry. And she told me that hers had just sold something similar to mine, had sold for $650. And she said, "You've got these too low," because I have them for $250, and they're sterling silver with 12 karat gold filled overlay. And I haven't found any ones that are exactly like that, and they are signed by the Navajo artist, Evelyn Edwards James. So there's the EJ with the little crescent moon underneath her signature, which is phenomenal. I've been, a reseller for over 20 years part time, and I've never actually come across a pair of watch tips before. And so now I'm like doing all my research online. I'm going to every online selling platform I can find, even Facebook Marketplace, looking everywhere for these things because they are so incredibly rare. I figure more than somebody who might want to actually wear them or gift them, that a reseller would come and grab these right up, knowing that, yeah, and it's got the EJ and it's got the sterling mark and it's got the gold mark in there. Like, oh wow! Like, I wish I could keep them, but I kind of paid up for that lot, so I'll definitely need to sell them. And that was the same lot that came with the Juicy Couture lock and key toggle bracelet. That was all in the same box of junk, and it was mostly a box of junk. But I did get the Juicy Couture. I got the watch tips, and I got a couple of coins that I have on here tonight. One is from 1900, and one is from 1920. And that was just this. That came from like a big storage auction lot that I purchased actually here on Whatnot. I was so excited when I opened that, and those pieces came out. I still have more coins and tokens from that lot that I haven't even listed or gone through. Hi, Jisamia. I remember you. I remember your username. And I'm probably not pronouncing it right. I'm probably butchering it, but JUSA Mia 1. Riverwalk Vines. Welcome. Thanks for checking me out. I've got about 50 items between the Buy It Now and the Auction tab. If there's anything you'd like to see. Hi, Cheryl K. I remember you. Thanks for coming back, sweetie. If there's anything anybody wants to see, feel free. I am broadcasting this live on my YouTube channel at the same time. So I'm kind of answering both chats at the same time. But now I've got 4 people in the room, so if there's anything you want to see, just let me know. I'll be happy to show it to you. Do you want me to run anything? I know I've got a couple people interested in the pirate coins. I'm surprised those haven't already gone. I sold one for $25, and I have the 3 others for $5, all for the same lot. So you got 3 for $5. And I think that they are probably, toy replicas. Lola G, how are you? If there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. Got about 50 items between the auction lot and the Buy It Now bin. So just let me know, and I'll be happy to show it to you, run it for you, answer any questions you might have. Feel free to answer the poll. Are you subscribed to my YouTube channel? If not, I'd love to see you come on board. I've got some really cool pieces here. Most of this is inexpensive, contemporary costume. There are a few nice vintage pieces. There is one piece that's new with tags. Hey, Mo797, thanks for coming. And I also have the absolute bomb. I couldn't believe when I found this. This is a Joan Rivers, and it's a 120-inch long pearl necklace, and it's been hand knotted. So each pearl in between the string, there's a knot between. It's not just on a string alone. It's like hand knotted, and it's signed. It's got the Joan Rivers signature tag on the back. Like it's 120 inches long. So think about that. That's 60 inches on each side. So if you wore that around your neck and you were 5 feet tall, you'd be stepping on the necklace. You have to wrap it around your neck several times. Hi, Monica. How are you? Please feel free to look at the Buy It Now and the Auction tab, and I will run anything you would like. I will show you anything you want to see. I've got a variety of costume jewelry items, some vintage, some contemporary to now. I have a J. Crew that's brand new with tags. That's like a bronze gold pendant with ZZ stones, and it opens. It's like a little locket that opens. I've got the signed Joan Rivers. I've got some very old signed Trifari, including a signed Crown Trifari. I've got this very beautiful cross. I had a ruby one, but that already sold. So this is the purple and pink stone one. So I still have that. And then I have a really chunky one that's heavy. And it's I can take it out of the bag if you need, but it's all like crystals. And it's on a necklace. So it's the pendant, the cross pendant, and the necklace. I've got all the descriptions and pictures of every item listed. So you can always go look at the pictures first. Hi, Lady Tag Along. Did I see you today in Philly Flipper's show? I think I did. That was incredible if you were watching that. That was like 14 hours long. And he never made it to the 2000 because I think they just got exhausted. But, it was like 14 hours and 14 minutes and over 1,400 items. It was mind-boggling. Like, oh my God, can you imagine the shipping? Oh my gosh. Especially since many people bought multiple items. Just sorting all of that and getting the right items in the right bag with the right invoices and stickers, and oh my gosh, what a lot of work. Please feel free to check out anything I've got. I'll be happy to run things. I'll be happy to show it to you. Right now, I'm just waiting for people to come in. I got this really cool Disney piece. I thought somebody would buy it for Halloween. It's a pumpkin. And it's enamel. And it's on gold. And it's marked Disney with a copyright mark. And not one person was interested in this when I had it online in my other stores. I'm shocked. I think I might keep it because I like Disney pieces and I'm going to show it again. Let me show it to you one more time. This is the Disney. It's a pumpkin, but it's also like the mouse ears. So it's a pumpkin, but it's got Mickey Mouse ears. And it's on a dark chain. It's 18-inch necklace. Very nice. There it is. I don't think anybody's in here right now, so I'm probably running this for nothing. For anybody who wants to have that nice Christmas present for the man in your life, the Playboy Club of London from 1966. Yeah, this is absolutely bomb. A collector's going to end up buying that, and then I'm gonna be upset because I sold it too cheap. I may have to relist that on some of my other platforms and just put it what it's really worth and just wait for the right buyer, because I'd hate to lose money on that sale. I also have another Disney piece right here. This little Lady and the Tramp. It's a little bronze statuette. It does have some wear on it for sure. And it is stamped on the bottom, Disney. But it's got some wear and tear. Then there's this really cool piece that's from Japan, but it's Knott's Berry Farm. It's a Knott's Berry Farm charm, but made in Japan. Like, I don't even know how that could be. Like, that they had charms. And it looks like it's from maybe the 50s or 60s. I don't see any others like that online. I see some that are similar, but I don't see the ones that are made in Japan. So I'm not quite sure. That's got to be like probably before my time. I've never ever seen one like that. And I haven't seen these either, these earrings. These are Jaguars. And they're enamel over the gold. Just gorgeous. Hi, Jennifer W. Welcome. I have everything in the buy it now or the auction tab. Just let me know what you want to see, what you want me to run, and I'll be happy to show it to you. I'm going to be on here for another few minutes. I've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes, and it's not going well. And I've got some good stuff on here. I don't sell junk, so there are some good items, some good contemporary jewelry pieces. One new with tags. I got several vintage pieces from Trifari and Joan Rivers. I've got a Leo Sophia ring, but I forgot to put it in the catalog, so if you are interested, just let me know and I'll measure it for you and put it in the catalog. And I hope you guys are watching my YouTube channel, April Davis PI. I've also got a sterling silver charm, and this is really old. It's from Hawaii. Yeah, and these are collectible. This company that makes these, very rare. And it's still on the tag. It's never even been taken off the original tag, which is amazing to find something that's probably from, the 60s or the 70s, and it's still on the tag. Somebody bought it as a souvenir, I guess, in Hawaii and never took it off the tag. Then I ended up with it. It's pretty cool. And I'm kind of surprised that that one hasn't sold yet on some of the other platforms that I list on. Oh, you mean the Santa in the little lamp right there? Yeah, so many people have commented on that. Somebody was like, "Is that for sale? I want that." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no." Speaking of Santas, I do have a whole bag of Christmas earrings. There's like 5 pairs in there, and 4 of them are brand new that are still on the tags, including, let me pull them out of the bag for you so you can see. There are little Santa earrings, and they're on a little stocking stuffer card. And I think these are probably extraordinarily vintage based on this card. Like, those are amazing. I don't even know where I found those. I've been holding on to them in a big bag of earrings. And then I've got a couple of more reindeers, Santa hats, and Christmas trees, and they're all like brand new. They're all Christmas earrings. They're still on the tag, never been worn. So there's 5 pairs, and I think I have them listed for like $5. So $1 a pair. Let me look. They could be in the buy it now, or are they in the actual auction? Oh, there's also a Santa ornament in there. I won that from somebody on Whatnot, actually. I'll put the earrings up. If anybody's interested in that. Oh, I don't think anybody's here anymore. Well, okay. Oh, jeez. Well, a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'd be happy to have just even one sale. Well, maybe 2, since I missed yesterday. Let me know. And I don't know if Whatnot wants me to tell you this, but I do sell on other platforms, and all of these items that you see tonight, every single one is cross-posted. So they may disappear off of Whatnot. And I know the closer it gets to Christmas, the more things will start ka-chinging. My little phone ka-ching will be going off more frequently. Well, I don't see anybody coming in. If you're out there, let me know. If not, we're going to go off the air for tonight. Come on, just one person come in here, and even if it's just a sticker. My cat is in the penalty box, so she's going to want me to let her out soon. This is the Disney Lady and the Tramp. This is a little bronze statue. It does have a lot of patina to it. And it does have the Disney stamp on the bottom, so I think it's some sort of collectible. I don't think it's pewter. I think it was bronzed. But there are some chip marks on the back on the shoulder. But it may be collectible, so I put it up there. Somebody who collects Disney would probably know. There's another Disney piece too. There's the the mouse ears on the pumpkin necklace. So I have that Disney piece too. And it's signed as well. It's signed Disney, so I believe it's legit. That's pretty cool. I won't be upset if the pumpkin mouse ear piece doesn't sell, because I'll keep it. Well, I hate to admit it, but I think tonight has been a failure on Whatnot. Maybe Wednesday night is not the time to do this. So I'm going to sign off for now. If I come back, I'll probably come back on Sunday. I'll see you then. I think I'll raid somebody. Let's raid somebody. Here we go. Raid now.